So there are a lot of questions on HCF and LCM. One of the types is given here, and children, when they see this particular type of problem, get very paranoid because they don't know what to do. So today, very simple trick so that you will never have a problem in such type of problem. The product of the LCM and the HCF of two numbers is 24. Now you know what LCM is. It is the lowest common multiple, and HCF is the highest common factor. For those of you who have questions on this, we have another episode that we have done earlier on. You can always go back and check what these are and how do we find out the LCM and the HCF of any given numbers. So it's given that it is 24. That's the product of the LCM and the HCF. The difference of the two numbers is 2. Find the numbers, and you have some multiple choices which have been given here. So one of the trick that I often tell children is you can always go in the reverse direction. For example, if you say that okay, 2, 4, do these belong to this, is something which you can always ask. Okay. So now it says the product of the LCM and the HCF of two numbers is 24. So if I say 2, 4, what is the LCM? For those of you who do not know your LCM, 2, 4, if you are going to say, you write out all the multiples of 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. and the multiples of 4 because your options are 4. So here 4, 8, etc. which is the lowest common one. So you notice that 4 is the lowest common one. So you will have your LCM as 4. And what is your HCF? HCF is your factors. So for 2, I have my factors as 1 into 2. That's the only possible one. So 1 and 2 are the factors. For 4, it is 1 into 4, or you will have it as 2 into 2. So you notice that the highest common factor in this is 2 in this particular case. So you have your HCF as 2. So when you have your LCM as 4 and your HCF as 2, what is the product of it? Is it 4 into 2? Is it 24? No. So what you can do is you can slowly start eliminating the possibilities. So you know that yes, this is not a possibility. Let us look at 6 and 8. So now that you know the concept of LCM and HCF, I'm going to go a little faster. So in 6 and 8, your common factor. So the other way of finding out your LCM and HCF is another method which I'm sure all of you know it. I'm going to do that here. Take a prime factor which is 2. 2 into 3 is 6. 2 into 4 is 8. So here you have your highest common factor which is just 2. So your HCF is 2 and your LCM is 2 multiplied by 3 which is 6. 6 multiplied by 4 is 24. So the product of your HCF and LCM is way beyond 24. It is double of 24. So that's not our option. So option this is cancelled and this is cancelled. Now let's look at 6 and 4. So for 6 and 4, let's find out the LCM and the HCF. 6, 4, take up 2 which is the common factor. So 3, 2. So now let's see, your HCF is 2. So we have got your HCF here. What is the LCM? 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. So your LCM is 12. The product of them, is it 24? Wow, that is perfectly right. It seems to match, but don't be in a hurry. Let's then see. The next level, what is given? The difference of the two numbers is 2. Is the difference between 6 and 4 2? Yes. So this is your correct option. That is 6 and 4. Now this was where we went in the reverse mode. Rather from the answer, we went back to find out what is the right answer given the options. But suppose this were a question where you have to find out the numbers. How would we do that? So let's see. Simple trick is LCM multiplied by HCF is equal to the number 1 multiplied by number 2. This is something which you remember and you will never have any problems in these type of questions. So what is LCM into HCF? We have that as 24 which is given here. And what is the number 1 into number 2? Do we know the numbers? We don't know the numbers. We are supposed to be finding them out, right? So the difference of the two numbers is 2. So that's the key statement that we have got. So if I have a number which is say x, the other number would be either you can take it as x plus 2 or x minus 2. Both ways are absolutely okay. Why is that? Because the difference between the two numbers is 2. So if I have x and x plus 2, if I subtract x plus 2 minus x, I get the difference as 2. So it satisfies that. If I have x minus x minus 2, you will have, for example, I'll write it here, x minus 2. Remember, you're putting it in brackets here. So when I open up the brackets, it will become x minus x plus 2. So which means the difference will be 2 here. So your numbers here, your n1 and n2 will be x into x minus 2, or you can write it as x plus 2, as I told you. So now let's now open up this particular equation. It's a simple equation. So you will have this as x square minus 2x. I'm opening up this is equal to 24. I'm bringing 24 to the left hand side. Minus 24 is 0. So when you solve for this particular equation, you will get this as, remember, you have to have minus 24 when you multiply, but when you add it up, you should have it as minus 2x. So x square minus 6x plus 4x. So minus 6 into plus 4 is minus 24, which you have it. Minus 6x plus 4x is minus 2x, which you have it. Minus 24 is equal to 0, so it will be x minus 6 in bracket into x plus 4. So if I have an x minus 6 is equal to 0, I get the solution of x being 6. X plus 4 is equal to 0. Then I have x being minus 4, which is an integer. And here we have not talked about integers. So we are now going to stick only to the numbers. So therefore the possible solution is x is equal to 6. If x is equal to 6, then what is the other number? X minus 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4. And that's where we get the answer 6, 4. So students, you must know, yes, from the options which are given, you can do a reverse calculation and try your luck out. If not, you should also know how to solve them using these simple techniques. So just remember this formula and you will never have a problem, or you will never fear these kind of problems. Make sure that you practice a lot of these type of questions too.